Just because you can't see your wounds doesn't mean you have none. Some wounds don't bleed, they don't scream, they don't announce themselves as pain. Some wounds look like confidence, like busyness, like control, like humor, like spirituality, like I'm fine. And that's the most dangerous kind. I used to think healing was about fixing what was obviously broken. The trauma you can name, the grief you can trace, the pain that has a story. But growth taught me something harsher and truer. The deepest wounds are the ones you defend, the ones you rationalize, the ones you've built a personality around, the ones that feel so normal you mistake them for who you are. I've watched people call themselves healed while their nervous system was constantly on edge. I've watched people preach while living in reactivity. I've watched people call others too much when they were the ones leaking pain into every room. And I've had to turn that mirror on myself too. Because wisdom doesn't come from being unhurt. It comes from being honest enough to look. Some wounds show up as needing to be right, needing to be needed, needing to be seen as good, needing to be understood, needing to fix everyone else, needing constant stimulation, needing chaos because silence feels unsafe. Those aren't quirks. Those are coping mechanisms. And coping mechanisms kept alive long enough become identities. That's why healing hurts. Because at some point, growth asks you to stop blaming the past and start questioning the present. It asks, why do I react so fast? Why does peace feel boring? Why do I feel suffocated when others are calm? Why do I confuse intensity with intimacy? Why does regulation feel like loss instead of safety? And here's the part most people avoid. You don't outgrow wounds by being called out by others. You outgrow them when life stops letting you bypass them. Relationships break, people pull away, patterns repeat louder. Your body gets tired, not as punishment, but as proof. Proof that awareness has arrived and denial is no longer sustainable. I've learned this. When I'm regulated, I see clearly. When I'm clear, I see wounds, mine and others, without hatred, without superiority, without urgency to fix. That's real growth. Not exposing people, not shaming them, not being right, but choosing distance when closeness would cost my peace. Choosing silence when explanation would drain me. Choosing myself without needing applause. If this post makes you uncomfortable, good. Discomfort is often the soul knocking from the inside, saying, pay attention. You don't need to see your wounds to start healing, but you do need the courage to stop pretending they aren't there. And when you do, your vision changes, your nervous system softens, your relationships simplify, your life gets quieter but truer. That's not loss, that's alignment.